catalepsy and inductions, and then we'll go to empowering questions and end the show.
Well, okay. So catalepsy, of course, being balanced tonicity between the agonist and the antagonist muscles.
Right.
You got your pen ready?
So I got a pen. Let's go through just our... So first of all, on camera, if you're listening only, go to YouTube to watch this because we are going to do a very quick demo. But generally, we like to do catalepsy where in person we're going to reach over and maybe grab someone's wrist. So just show how
I might do something like a kinesthetic ambiguity where I'm saying, can I borrow that hand which dissociates it verbally? I'll take it. And I'm going to be this kind of thing and cause a cataleptic limb with his eyes closed.
He's going to ask me to close my eyes and then do some ambiguous touching, point out what he's doing, which is going to draw my sensations towards my hand, which then creates this sense that I'm not actually consciously thinking, hey, I'm holding up my hand, but he starts drawing my attention inwards, etc., all through language after the touching of the hand part is a few seconds. So how, if we're a hypnotist and we're doing this on Zoom, how can we create catalepsy in an easy way?
Why would we want to? Well, catalepsy is great for super analytical people because you give them an experience. And this is why we love the Jacquin power lift that Freddie Jacquin came up with. Him and Anthony use amazingly. It's a great induction because it causes catalepsy without telling you it's going to. It's not, oh, your hand is rising, your hand is becoming rigid, your hand is stuck. And if you're hyper analytically going, not working, no, it isn't, you're a dick. You're not going to go into it, right? You're not going to follow that. But if you create catalepsy first, we're back to Clark Hall, 1933, anything that assumes trance causes trance.
Right.
We create catalepsy. We now use that as an open door to trance. So the way we create it with this wave is so cool. So I would tell Chris.
So let's pretend that you and I are on Zoom. Okay, so you get a view of both of us.
Okay, Chris.
So Mike,
do you have a pen handy, Chris?
I do.
I'll
Mike.
give you the thumbnail edition.
Yes, I do.
So hold it up, Chris, at a 45-degree angle, and I want you to stare not at the point of the pen. I'd like you to shift your gaze to where your fingers are holding the pen, and focus there and notice the feeling of that, the sensation of the pen between your fingers, and how much pressure you're using to hold that pen. And let your eyes close now. And continue to focus and notice that sensation at that point where you're gripping the pen. And in a moment, pre-frame, I'm going to ask you to take your other hand and take the pen carefully out of your hand with your eyes still closed. So do that now. Reach over with your eyes closed, find the pen, remove it, and put it down. And focus your sensations intently. Intensify those sensations. Focus on them. And notice where you are holding the pen, what that feels like. And if you want to, you can open your eyes and look at your fingers where the pen was. Or you can keep them closed. It's entirely up to you as you drift deeper and allow your eyes to close again as your hand begins to sink and you go deeper into trance and wide awake now.
All right.
So, there you go. You get the big.
I got right into that. That was great.
So let's deconstruct it. You have the person hold the pen at about a 45-degree angle. You don't want it up here like Jack the Here Upper. That's
just
ridiculous.
Busy doing a little postural reorientation here, buddy. Oh.
Hold it here. And you have them focus where the pen is in the fingers. I find that superior to the tip because you maintain a focal point. You say, close your eyes, close now. They close their eyes, have them focus on where their fingers are touching the pen. Really get into that feeling. Notice how tightly they're gripping. And in a moment, which is the Elmanian pre-frame, I'm going to ask you to, with your eyes closed, take the pen out, but leave your fingers in that position. Now, you're not saying leave your hand floating.
I like to even say, imagine you're still holding the pen in that hand.
Have you ever done this on anyone?
Yes.
Who?
I can't say.
So you haven't.
No, I won't say.
Never actually done it. So you're saying, I like to say. So out of thousands of times I've done it, here's what I prefer now.
I did this yesterday. I did this for the first time yesterday.
All right, then you're an expert. Don't worry. It's not Dunning-Kruger, buddy, but it's not imposter syndrome either. So when they remove it with their eyes closed, and it's easy to do. I mean, you can find your own frickin' hand if your eyes are closed, unless you're Eddard. And then you focus your attention on where you were gripping it and keep focusing. Now you have an option. You can open your eyes and stare at that point. You can get eye fixation. Or you can let their eyes remain closed if you wish and have the head tip forward as the hand sinks. You can add that. So you're getting head tilt. You're suggesting or directing the hand to drop.
Yeah.
It's a great induction. It's super fast. It's a way of producing catalepsy without having to do, any of this stuff.
You can't actually touch someone, obviously, through Zoom. You can't reach through your webcam.
My
so
goodness,
this is a good alternative.
Game changer for me.
Yes, it is. Now, so I did this for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, we just made this up because it's principles first.
No, we created it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. There we go. Principles first. So you can invent your own. I mean, you could have the chapstick induction. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, you're freaking me. I wish you hadn't said that.
Anything you want to do.
I wish you hadn't said principle. All my experiences in school were bad.
Oh, there we go. So just use your imagination. If you're a hypnotist and you are looking for ways to do hypnosis over Zoom, and you can do this for sure in person as well. Lots of fun.
He's right. It is, all kidding aside, it's really, really good.
Okay.